Hello, Facebook friends and family. It's Elena Rodriguez. I'm here to talk to you tonight about opinions, the opinions of others. Happy Sunday. I just got through doing a training for my Mariposa Effect, my group, and getting those loaded, but it led me to this conversation that I want to have with you. So if you're there, say hi. Tell me where you're from. If you're watching the replay, do a hashtag replay so I can just thank you for sharing your time with me. But what does it mean when you say, what you think of me is none of my business? Now, people can take this in very different ways. And guys, I want to remind you that we hear with our ears, but we listen with our emotions. So if people have dealt with bullies or, a lot of ego-driven people, when they hear that type of sentence, they might think like, ooh, who in the hell is she? And what does she mean by that? But when I use it, what you think of me is none of my business, is I am so focused on building my dream. There is nothing that is going to get in my way. In fact, I'm going to be sharing the 10 key things that every dream needs to be unbreakable. And if you stay with me, I'll tell you how you can join me for that. But what you think of me is none of my business is not an arrogant, cocky, ego-driven statement. It's simply confidence. I know who I am. I know what I want. And I help empower others to do the same. And it's only when people are very insecure in who they are and what they want, and they think they need opinions or guidance from everyone, they take offense to that statement. What you think of me is none of my business. And I'm talking about this tonight because I see so many women in particular, because I work with women on a regular basis, afraid to make the changes in their life that their spirit is calling for because they're worried about what people will think. Guys, there is not a single person on this earth that will trade their minutes of life with you for yours. So why are you going to trade your dream for someone else's opinion? If God puts something in your heart that you desire, that you want in your life, that you want to do, that you're passionate about, why are you so worried about what someone thinks about that? And so often people are so quick to give judgments and give opinions when in actuality, unless you're willing to trade places with that person, it means nothing. It's irrelevant because every single piece of advice or thing that they think they know better has them where they are. So unless you absolutely want what they have, opinions mean nothing. But we're so insecure in our own skin, in our own ability to make the choices that serve us best, that we wander around thinking we need to get those opinions from other people. And I don't understand it. And so I wanted to share this with you because there's so many dreams that are not being brought to life because people are worried about what other people are going to think. There's so many relationships that are still together that are unhappy because people are worried about what other people are going to think. Like, it's your life. You get one shot. You don't know when your minutes are going to run out. And yet you're worried about what somebody else is thinking about your choices when, unless they're living the dream life that you absolutely want, is really irrelevant. And so when it comes to your dream and building that unbreakable dream that nobody's getting in between me and my dream, I want to share that with you. And I'm going through this a lot right now, kind of on a personal level. I am so focus driven. I am here to serve women. I am here to empower women to boss up. I took a few days off of working and I missed my people. Like, I love what I do. But there's other people on the outside that wonder, like, God, you work all the time. or you're busy all the time. Well, and in my mind, I'm thinking you say that like it's a negative thing, where I didn't ask you. To me, I absolutely love what I do. I would help people from the moment I wake up till the moment I go to bed, and I really kind of do, whether it be my family or my clients. But it's so funny that people are so quick to just tell you, wow, like you work so much. Well, I didn't ask you about your opinion on how much I work. I love what I do. And there's so many dreams that people have that they state that they want and that they wish that they could. But when it comes down to doing the work, you don't want to. You don't really want to, or you're worried about what people are going to think. So if that's you, I'm not talking to you right now because I can't convince you to want to fight for your dream. I don't want to have to use my energy to convince you to do something that your heart is actually calling you to do. That's not my job. My job is to help empower the people that are hungry for change, that are ready for more, that want to do different and better. If that's you, then I'm talking to you. But the other ones that I need to convince you, I don't need to convince you. You should want to do those things for yourself. So it had me thinking as I was teaching my lesson today, what you think of me is none of my business. Now, guys, people just want to throw opinions out there. People think I work too much. People think I don't have enough fun in my life. People think, I'm like, how do you know what I do isn't fun? How do you know that I can't wait to wake up in the morning and teach another workshop? Like, save your opinion until I ask you for it. One of the big ones that I actually shared in my training was when a gentleman thought my lipstick was too dark, that he thought I was absolutely beautiful and loved to go out with me, but kind of liked women that wore lighter lipstick. So I'm like, number one, I didn't ask you. Number two, move on and go find a woman that wears lighter lipstick then. Like, it blows my mind how quickly people want to throw their opinions out there, especially when we've never even asked for them. But what I'm here to do is to help you learn how to live by what you think of me is none of my business. Because in order to build the unbreakable dream and live your life by design, you've got to get in that place. You've got to get in that mindset. And it's not arrogance. It's not ego. It's not being cocky. It's actually just being confident in who you are and God's plan for your life. And if there's some things that are coming in that aren't in alignment with that, it's knowing that what you think of me, it really doesn't matter to me because this is the path I'm on. It's about serving who God's calling you to be. It's not arrogant. There's a difference. And again, because we hear with our ears, but we listen with our emotions, people get triggered for different reasons. So if you are interested in learning from me how to build that unbreakable dream, this Thursday, I'm doing a repeat training because it went so well the first time. I'm doing a repeat training. I'm going to offer 3 time zones, 9 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Eastern to join me in Unbreakable Dream. That's this Thursday, July 23rd. And again, I'm not here to convince you. I don't want people that are like, are you trying to tell me how to build it? No, you need to know that you want more. You need to be hungry for more. You need to be ready to not give a crap of people's opinions about your dream. You need to want it. You need to want to change your life. You need to be willing to do the work, to not give me the excuses as you don't have the time, you don't have this. Yes, 8 p.m. on July 23rd. If you're interested, message me. I'll give you details and tell you how to sign up. I'm charging $19.99 a person. You'll get a workbook. You'll get a replayable video. It'll be yours to watch again and again. And then you'll also get Q&A time with me to really pick through and answer any questions that you have. But I'm doing that this Thursday. And as I was recording my training videos for my module, for my course, and I'm talking about what you think of me is none of my business, it blows my mind how women are afraid to get in this mindset because there's such a negative spin on us being confident. Being confident doesn't mean we're a bitch. Being confident doesn't mean we have to step over people to get ahead. Being confident simply means I love myself enough to know myself enough to listen to what my God is calling me to do, and I'm going to do it. So whether you're going to join me in that, great. And if you're not, I'm going to love you anyway. So there's such a misunderstanding. And this comes from, especially between men and women. When there's a woman that knows exactly what she wants and she's not budging, she's considered a bitch. I've been called a cold-hearted bitch. That's okay. I'm the most loving person. I'm just not going to change my plan to conform to yours when I already had my plan. I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. And it's amazing at the negative spin that can be placed on confidence. When in actuality, if you're doing what God's calling you to do and you're confident in your purpose, you can do it with love and you can do it with a kind heart, and it doesn't have to be bitchy. But so often when you're confident and you fighting for your dream and you know what you want and you know how to make it happen, people on the sidelines look at you like, look at her. She thinks she's all that. Or, and it's like, it blows my mind. It blows my mind. And I'm okay. That's why I live every single day with what you think of me is none of my business. Because the people that know me know I have the biggest heart. But I've been through hell. Like my tolerance for excuses is like 0. Now I go through things that I have to maneuver. I have to figure out. I have to make adjustments. Those aren't excuses. Those are, I'm working on it and I'm making it happen. But if you can tell me, oh, I want to do that. Oh, but here's a million reasons why I can't. Well, then you don't want it. Then don't tell me that you want to do that, because if you did, you would, period. And those are the kind of people I'm looking for. Those are the kind of people I want to work with. I empower women to boss up. I have a tribe of badass boss ladies. That's what I do. And I do that with a humble heart, but with the confidence that I am creating transformation in women's lives. I can say that with confidence and full authority because I'm witnessing it every single day. But if someone's going to come at me and give me their opinion about what I do, thinking I work too much, I don't have enough fun, how do you know that this isn't my idea of fun? Did you ask? Do you know? Like, it just blows my mind. So for any women, well, men too, you can join this training program, but most of my clients are women. But if you want to know what 10 things are absolutely non-negotiable when it comes to designing and developing your unbreakable dream, I'm running this again this Thursday, $19.99 a person. You'll get a workbook. You'll get the live video. Well, actually, you'll be live with me, but then you'll get the replay so you can watch it again and again. And you'll get an opportunity for Q&A with me to just talk through some things. And it just made me think, because that happened to me twice today. People's opinions. Number one, you're absolutely beautiful, but I prefer women with lighter lipstick. Well, I didn't ask you, so go find a woman with lighter lipstick. That's not me. And number two, you work too much. Who says? Who says? And are you taking care of me and my kids? No, I love my work and I have a home to support. So it's what I do. And it just blows my mind, because when you can be honest and confident and know exactly who you are, where you're going, what you're doing, there's a negative spin on it. People don't know how to handle that. And I want to actually change that. I want there to be more people that know exactly who they are, what they want, what they're doing to get there, what's their timeline, what's their game plan, what's the strategy look like. Like, I wish there were more people like that. because that's who I am. I know exactly where I am, what I'm doing next, where I'm going. Now, will the journey change along the way? Yes, because God puts surprises in your path all the time. But my example is when my husband died of a heart attack, I still wrote my book. I started writing my book 3 weeks after he died. When he died and I had no job because I had just left my job to start my business full time, and people said, Lena, what are you going to do now? What do you mean, what am I going to do? I'm going to do exactly what I planned on doing. Will my steps be different? Absolutely. Will there be more unknowns that I got to figure out? Absolutely. Could I had every excuse in the book to fall back from my business and let my dream die because my husband died? Absolutely. But I didn't do that. I didn't do that because I don't believe in excuses. I believe in doing work and knowing what you want and how to make it happen. So when I see people that come to me and they're just kind of whiny and they want change and they want this and that, and I've seen them for years and nothing's different. It's not about me being a bitch. It's about my time. I've been through hell. I buried a husband. I lost money. I've lost it all. I've had cars repossessed in the middle of the night because I couldn't afford it after he died. Like, I was stolen from while he was probably in the hospital. Like, sick stuff. But if I didn't even buy into my own excuses going through shit like that, you think I'm going to buy into an excuse that, like, yeah, I don't have $19.99 right now because, I got to go spend this for dinner. Like, it just doesn't make sense. You either want it or you don't. And I'm here to help you with that confidence of knowing that I can help transform your life. I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. Even if my girls are watching this, there's 12 in my group right now. If you guys watch this and you want to comment on how your life has changed over these couple weeks already, please do, because I'm confident in what I do. So if you have a dream, even if it's just a whisper of an idea, even if it's just like that voice in your head that is really kind of telling you that you're nuts right now because you don't know where this thought is coming from. When God told me I was going to write a book and it was going to be called Broken Stronger, I thought he got it wrong. I thought he was nuts. I didn't want to write. I never considered myself a writer. And now I'm a published author and my book is called Broken Stronger. It took 1.5 years, but I did it. So if you have just a whisper, even if you think it's nuts, even if you think God got the wrong person because you don't know what to do with this, let's talk, because I am here to help you build your dream. And I know that I can. And I'm going to do it unapologetically. And there's going to be people that think I'm a cold-hearted bitch because I know exactly what I want, where I'm going, and what to do to make it happen. I'm cool with that. What you think of me, it's none of my business. But I'm here to serve. I have the biggest heart. I'm one of the most down-to-earth people. I've lived through my hell. I've had money and I've lost money. I've had businesses and I've closed businesses. Like, it's all there. I've done it. And so I just am inviting you. If you want to know more, either comment on this thread that, like, yes, send me details. I want to know more, but I'm doing my training this Thursday, July 23rd. I'm offering 3 in the one day, 8 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 8 p.m. Eastern. If you want to get in on any of those, or you just want the replay with the workbook, message me and I will tell you how to get signed up. But I just wanted to share that today, you guys. It's time to stop apologizing for fighting for your dream. It's time to stop apologizing for wanting more in your life. It's time to stop worrying about what other people are going to think because there's a desire within you. Go get it. Go do it. God has blessings with your name on them, but they're unique to you. My dream is not the same as someone else's, and someone else's experience and dreams are not the same as yours. Like, there's nothing wrong with fighting for what you want, but you don't have to do it alone. There are people that are on your side. And again, I'm going to be very transparent, and this is probably going to piss some people off. Those closest to you are not your biggest fans. Those closest to you are going to start looking at you like, who does she think she is? Because as you grow and they choose not to, somehow it's your fault. When you no longer want to just sit around and talk about the same problems, somehow you've turned into the bitch. When in actuality, you could have been given everyone around you the opportunity to grow and do more with you. They just didn't want to. So I'm here to help empower women to boss up and do it and create that tribe, that circle of women. Like, we are lifting one another. I'm helping people do it afraid. We are watching transformation in motion. And that's the calling on my life. That brings me joy. That is my purpose. That is why God has me here. That is why I created Broken Stronger. We all have been broken. We all deal with shit. We all have insecurities. We all have lacked self-confidence at some point. We all have felt lost and afraid and just not even knowing how you're going to take that very next breath. We've all been there. It looks different for every person, but we've all been there. The difference is there's a gift in the pain. There's power in it. But you got to be with the right people to help pull it out in you. Not with the ones that want to give you their opinions to hold you back. You're better than that. You are absolutely better than that. And if I have to be a cold-hearted bitch to fight for my dream and your dream, so be it. What you think of me is none of my business. So if you want to know how to get signed up, please message me. I'm open to private messaging to you guys, but just put it out there. It's time to just step out and up and into your excellence. That's what God has you here for. Not to just take up air, not to just waste minutes of your day, not to struggle in your business over and over and over and not make progress. There's so much that we can help each other with. And I have, 20 years worth of experience in entrepreneurship. I have a tool belt full of tools to help in almost every circumstance at this point in my life. And I devote all my time to doing that. And so when people tell me I work too much or I don't have any fun in my life, this is my fun. This is what I look like when I'm having a blast. I love what I do. So if you want in and you want to just know more, or you just want to connect and say, hey, I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So have a good night, guys. And just keep that in mind. What you think of me is none of my business. So walk forward in your passion. Walk forward in your dream. Walk forward in God's calling on your life, no matter what anybody thinks. Because if he's putting that in your mind, it's specific to you. There is not one other person in existence that is on the same journey as you. It's designed for you. But there are 10 key non-negotiable steps that must be implemented in order to create that unbreakable dream. So if you want to join me, message me and I'll tell you how. Have a good night, guys. Thanks.